Good afternoon. We're going to do a live stream here at the seed warehouse. Going to be a little bit different today because we're working and we're doing stuff. We'll let it go for a long time. There may not be anybody watching, but whatever. You can kind of watch what we're doing. You feel free to leave me questions. I'll pull them up so that I can see them somewhere, or make Brock pull them up on his phone. I don't know. He's here helping me. Hopefully you can see me and hear me okay. I can't see any comments right now, so we're getting beans treated. Oh, I gotta push the button for him. That's what he's waiting for. Close the box. Yeah. See how we do here. So watching, let me know if you can hear me and see okay. Internet's not the best. There we go. We're watching a little basketball. Treating beans. Brock's got lids to get off of all of these boxes over here. This is our next batch. They're 2922s. We should have 7 boxes over here. We're working on the second one right now. They had 2 different lot numbers, so be a little bit of mixed stuff. But all right, I'm gonna put you guys down for a minute while we go move some beans around. So let's see, where can you watch from? That's not a good spot. Up here. Watch from there. Somewhat. I know we got a lot of background noise, but you can see, I can see that you can see. Getting ready to clean the treater out, but we're just changing lot numbers, not varieties, so I don't worry about cleaning out between those because that's not going to hurt anything. A handful of the different seed sizes, not the end of the world. So Brock's setting that box over there. Those are the ones we've already treated. We probably should have put those other ones away before we bury them. We're going to run out of room. It's all right. Let's get the next one up here. We'll work on that. And then he picks this box up. We've got our opener on there. Gonna lift it up over the treater here, and then we will push our button. that opens the slide gate. Bean's empty into the box sitting on the treater. Takes a few minutes or a minute or so here. Once it stops flowing, he'll shake it a little bit. Now, and then we close the opener and he sets it down here under the auger and we start treating into it. Set you guys here this time for a second. I'll go get my phone, see if we got any questions. Feel free to leave comments. We're going to be in and out checking stuff. We're just going to let this go for a long time here if we can. Oh yeah. So since this is a new lot number, I got to get it entered into the computer. I think I've already done some of this lot number, so they might already be loaded in here. 706, is that the lot number, Brock? Yes. Yeah. So that one's already in here. Just had to get it. So somebody asked if we're getting any snow. We are not. They were calling for snow today, and I haven't really seen any. But if you look at the radar and see that north of us, there is some snow, but not here. So we had treated 8 boxes this morning before we went to lunch, and we're dry. We're going to try and get them put away. I've got to get a sample taken out of them, so I just labeled my bag. It's batch number 21. There are 3373 E3, and we put Apex on them. So I'll write that on the bag. And we'll just take this over here. In theory, I should pull a little bit from every box in the batch. In reality, we pull it out of one box. So we're gonna come over to this one. Put up my bag, that's more than we need. About like that. Go put it in the plastic bin. Brock's putting lids on. We'll get some zip ties and zip tie them, and then we can stack them up and set them off to the side. Those all go to a couple of customers, 2 customers that we can take them to whenever we get them ready. I might try and do one tomorrow. So this one's about done. Yard clean out. And hit pause. I'm gonna be able to hear me for a minute. We're gonna let that sit while we get these other ones taken care of. We need zip ties. There we go. We'll grab a handful of those. They come with these little plastic blue tabs that kind of lock them into place, the lid. They're a real pain to get out. My little tool makes it easy, but when I have to pick boxes up and take all these lids back, I have to carry that thing with me and then pop all the tabs off in people's driveways and have to pick them up. So I use zip ties that just break when I pick the lid up, pick up on the lid, and you know, I try and pick them up, but sometimes that doesn't always happen. You want to get tags, Brian? So the other thing we got to do before we are done with these is put the labels in of what we treated. So Brock's getting those cards. I have no idea how many of you there are watching, but I know we do have some. How's y'all's March Madness brackets coming? I'll give you some time to answer. How's your March Madness bracket, Brock? You can claim your brothers if you want.
Not good.
Brock's not much of a sports guy, especially basketball. Right, Brock? For those of you that don't know, Brock and I met because I was his basketball coach when he was in 7th grade.
I wasn't good. I was the bench warmer.
That is not true. You were a starter, Brock. I mean, you weren't good, but you were a starter because nobody else was good either. How long did you play?
What's that?
How long did you play?
Freshman year.
You played as a freshman?
3 games.
You quit in the middle of the season? You're a quitter?
No, no. Doctor wouldn't allow me out.
Oh yeah, medical red shirt.
That's right.
Uh-huh. Anyway, Brock did not fill out a tournament bracket. Not his thing, which is fine. I don't have my phone, so I can't read your comments right now. When I'm done with this, we'll go look. I have a bracket on my ESPN tournament challenge, their website. Actually, I have two. You know what we should do, Brock? We should do a Border View Farms bracket groups.
There you go.
Oh, I could give out the code on the channel, and everybody could join my bracket, my group. I think you can still do it for this year. Winner gets a t-shirt.
There you go.
A new Border View Farms t-shirt.
A t-shirt or a hat or something like that.
Or a discount code for 10% off at Farm Focused. Which they have right now. If you go to their website, you can get 10% off. They didn't really tell us they were doing that sale, but they are. I saw it with my own eyes yesterday.
Now the question is, when are you delivering all of these
Soon.
to where to stack them?
Yeah, well, some of them are going to go against the wall over there. Okay, did we get them all? I think we got them all. All right, yeah, where are we going to put them? The boys left all their stuff everywhere, so thanks, boys. 2922s, not there. These 2 pallets of corn soybean bags can go over here in front of this. They're mine. I don't think they'll fit in there, so just put them in front of that pallet, and then yeah, then we can stack them with these rows. Yes. Put that there. So I need 4 boxes each of those 3 threes, the ones, the first 8 go with, 4 of them go with those 2 boxes, 4 of them go with the box that's behind those bags. Got it? Okay, you can figure that out. All right, let's check on the comments, see how everybody's doing here. Yeah, you can see right there. Snow in Wisconsin. Uh-oh, breaking up. Sorry, guys. Oh, man. Bad day. I'd be game for a BVF bracket challenge. There you go. Hello from Illinois. Enjoying your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Watch you every time you drop a video. Thank you. Foam is falling down. Yeah, there's a couple pieces of foam that are falling over there in that corner. I don't have the man lift in here to get to them, so it's all right. We got the opener on there? Yeah. All right, Brock's opening up another one. Nobody's telling me how their brackets are doing. Must be a bad day. All right. Good. Yep. Brock doesn't get very square. Like, I always make sure that box is perfectly in the center. He's all angled. I haven't complained yet. I won't say anything to him. It's okay, it works. It's just not my way. Grab our opener off of that. Now the next one's ready. Okay, all right, so you got that under there so we can start this one. Just hit the continue button. Okay, so he's gonna stack boxes. He's gonna have to move some around a little bit, but that's okay. You can just go, well, yeah. Supposed to be. We about ran over that stool that I just pushed there because it was in the way before. And I made it more in the way, so we'll get it out of here. The boys like to ride them around on the floor. It's my chair. It's sitting at the computer over here. Alright. So while he's doing that and this box is running, we're going to sit down at the computer here. And get our notes taken on what we're doing right now. So this is batch number 22. Today's date is 3/22/24. These are GH2922E3 size. So we have two boxes. Go figure out what those size was on those two boxes. Let's go see. Doesn't matter. Put them in front of the single box. You know, you could have just moved that one box that you just feed it over there and then had your other two opened up. Just saying, it would have been easier.
Paid by the hour.
What are you doing here?
I already had them stacked.
Oh, you're putting that one on top. Gotcha. All right. What am I looking at? Oh, this box. 33.33 seeds per pound. 33.33. No, not 33.33. 30.33. The helpers are in the house. They we just got back from lunch and they asked if they could go in the house. I think they're getting ice cream sandwiches and watching their tablets. 30.33. That's the whole lot over here in a minute. Actually, I've got it on my phone. Does the other dealer have a different district? Yeah, so let's talk about how that works a little bit more. Let me turn my TV off. Not off, volume. Okay. It's halftime of the basketball game that we're watching. So all this stuff that we've been delivering and treating and doing over here, most of it has been for my warehouse account, right? And I'm just going to call it warehouse account because they don't want me to say the name of the company or any abbreviations. So he's not really a dealer per se. He is a employee of the company directly. So he'd be like I would say he'd be like my sales rep, right? So I have a sales rep that works for the company that deals with my dealership and lots of other ones. He would be like that instead of having dealers though that go out and do the selling. He does direct sales, goes straight to the farmers, kind of bypasses that dealer level. And it works really good in areas where we don't have a strong dealer network, especially. And so this guy happens to be just to the north of me. He doesn't really have a district or an area where he can sell, just like I don't. I can go wherever I want. So does he have a different district? Not exactly, but do we cross over in where we're selling? Not very much. So since he is a employee of the company, he's not really somebody that has a seed warehouse or facilities or anything like that, so that's why they work with somebody like me. And as far as I know, it's going pretty well. So 42582. Okay, and we got my notes taken, and we did 80 there. GHS. Okay. So anyway, so that's what all of this stuff is he's not really a different district. It's not that, it's just he's a different type of a seller, different type of retail, or what'd you do? You need me to call a paramedic?
Yeah, would you please?
Do you know any decent ones that I should call? Careful, live on the internet. I think Brock cut himself. Is this the last box that we just did? It doesn't really matter, but we need to keep the first two separate. These two. All right. You ever think you'll get to the point where you have to expand the warehouse or even get a bigger treater? Doesn't seem that treater is at max capacity yet. Expand the warehouse? Yeah, we could get there. I don't know if we will, but it is entirely possible that we outgrow this. I mean, we're already had a lot of seed in here, and if I had to have it all in here at one time, where I wasn't hauling stuff out, I'll bring it in. Now I have some options there, right? We could use the barns down at the farm a little bit if I needed to. That's not ideal, but I wouldn't be totally opposed to it. I've got a friend that his family owns a factory in the neighboring town, and I was talking to him, and he said, yeah, we've got a lot of empty space that if you needed somewhere to store stuff, we could work out a deal there. That's not ideal either because it's 5 miles away, and then I'd have to be there when the trucks show up, and it just complicates things, but it would be a short-term solution if I need to, or if this is a long-term thing that it looks like I'm going to be doing for a while and things are going well and I'm enjoying it, we build and we add another barn, which I would love to do. You're looking at $200,000 minimum to do it, so that's an expensive addition. But yeah, we've got options, and I can definitely see it happening. We need to get through this year, make sure everything goes as according to plan. Everybody's happy with how things go. and that it's financially viable, which I think it is. But we could definitely get to that point, and I could even see where it would make sense for me to hire somebody full-time to work for my seed business, not only to do this kind of stuff and the treating and the delivering, but also to do some sales. And you know, this is a part-time thing, temporary, seasonal job, where I could hire somebody full-time and have them on the road selling the rest of the and try and increase sales to help pay for that position, to fund somebody working for me. I think it would work. I think that's viable. It's a scary leap to make, but it's all the scenarios playing through my head here. How do I grow this? How do I keep it going? Do I want to keep it going? You know, where are we at with it? So yeah, we'll see. I want to see the seed business take off. Yeah, well, I mean, we're doing pretty good. That's not a problem right now. How many GA? What does that mean? I've only missed 3 on my tournament so far. All right, we're getting some people. We're getting 1. How's the... So you missed 3. That's pretty good. How's the new fan in the seed shop? The fans have been running nonstop for a few weeks now since I put them in. They run 24/7. And they seem to do a good job. They keep the air stirred up, keep the heat down, or moving around at least, so that it's not 20 degrees warmer in the ceiling. That works good. All right, is there a reason you don't treat corn? We'll talk about that one in a minute. Okay, where are we at here? Let's talk about corn. So, why do we treat beans but not corn? Well, all of the corn comes to us pre-treated from the company. As far as I know, every company is that way. I could not buy the treatment for corn if I wanted to. Like, they don't sell it to downstream treaters. That's what I'm considered, is a downstream seed treater. Okay? So the reason for that is because corn is a little bit more fragile, let's say. You can damage the germ and the quality of it by handling it too much. So I want to minimize that as much as possible. So corn is a lot higher value crop, or seed, right? It's a box of corn is worth $10,000. A box of bean is $2,500, maybe $3,000 with the treatment on it. And so mistakes can happen quickly. You can really screw stuff up in a hurry if you treat corn and you're not doing a good job, or you don't know what you're doing, or not doing it right, or whatever the case may be. And also, the majority of the corn is still sold in paper bags. Like, I move a fair bit of boxes because I use boxes, and I have a couple of customers that do. But for the most part, all the stuff that I'm warehousing, he has very little boxes. And so when you're moving the bulk of it in paper bags, yeah, it just doesn't make sense to try and do that downstream and to treat it here. Now, there are some companies that sell some over-treat type stuff, nutrient packs and different things that you can add to the top of corn. I've never really played around with much of that stuff, so it's not Not something I have experience with, but it would be possible if it was something we wanted to try. I don't know. For one more box in there yet. Let's get this pump recirculating. We drained another keg this morning. This one is empty. We're pumping out of here now. I had to take a little bit out before lunch. Now it's about empty again. So also need water. Yeah, that one's about empty. So we're gonna go get that right now. We'll let Brock get that box up there so that I can open it for him. I'm probably gonna leave you guys in here because it's too hard to carry the camera and the water. This forklift here we're not using today. Can if we need to, but it's got a leaky cylinder seal that is getting fixed tomorrow, so we're just kind of letting it sit for now. All right, let's leave you guys right here for a few minutes while I go get some water and get this started. The battery in my forklift is getting worse, getting bad. I'm gonna have to buy something. You throw something? Oh, well. As far as I know, you're the only channel to see cheater. Well, that can't be true, but there are not a lot of them. Retired veterans from the 9/11 era looking for seasonal jobs. Yeah, well, if anybody is local and a good one, come talk to me. Send me an email. When do you plan on being in the field? still dry by Rochester, Minnesota. We are not dry. Now, we're not terribly wet for this time of year, but we're not dry. I don't know. It's supposed to rain on Monday, Wednesday next week. Tuesday, Wednesday next week, something like that. So, it's not looking promising for doing any March beans. There's a slight chance yet, but we'll see. You know, normal for us is the 20th to 25th of April. That's probably when we're still a month out, but you just never know. We'll see. Do they make you send the kegs back? They do not make me send the kegs back. They will come and pick them up just to get rid of them for me, if I want them to. You need another Brock one that's off Brock Works? Yeah, something like that. Kegs have been returned in the past. Yeah, I returned them just because they don't like it if you burn them. Not that I would burn them, but they don't like that. So I don't know what to do with them. They usually end up accumulating and make a big pile until I get enough of them, and then I call them and say, come get these things out of my way. We're gonna get enough of them this year like that I'm just gonna have them come and get them. Oh yeah. Open. There it goes. Ah, there was our box. Okay, time to add some more treatment. Open our valve. This one's been mixing for 5 minutes or whatever now, and I had it mixing before lunch too, but we're just gonna turn this. And now it's pumping into there. We'll go for a little while. I don't know how much we're gonna do today yet, but probably enough to use some oil. Oh, let's see. That's probably good. We'll turn on this agitation for a minute, let it stir, and we'll hit continue. What do we got? 2 more boxes of this batch. We'll get orange beans here in a second. Western up by 4 in a very high scoring second half compared to the first half. It was 20 to 19 at halftime. Yeah, that remote box opener is pretty nice. If there's a way to plumb them together, I'd take them for my rain barrel system, looking for some IBC totes as well. Yeah, I don't think you want to use them for that. There's no way for me to rinse them. I mean, you can take them out and open them up and stuff, but they're a closed system. Like, I don't rinse them out. I just pump out as much as I can get and then put the lids back on and send them. So, I don't think I would use it for a rainwater collection system. That's a good idea. Alright, I need to label another bag. A couple of them, actually. Okay. number 22. Okay, one of these we can go, the other one's not done yet. Entertain people, Brock. We're doing dance.
No, not gonna happen. Let's just witness this. It doesn't happen often. Nathan getting his hands dirty, you might get some seed treatment on him. It's actually working.
I sent another sample into the lab last week and got the results back yesterday. I passed. Again, I've never failed one, so I expected to pass, but yeah, our quality is still really good. Last one here. We should figure out what we're gonna do next. Scratch the 2922s off. 6 boxes of a 2.6 could go. Hey. We need to do some 2.2s. I need 4 boxes of a 2.2. We're gonna do those next. My camera battery. Ooh, you're down to 38%. I'm gonna plug you in for a little while we sit here. Why didn't that work? Because it's a GoPro and GoPros are garbage. Uh-huh. Not gonna let me charge my camera while I'm live streaming. Good grief. Well, if it suddenly ends and you guys are gone, I'm sorry. The camera battery's at 38% and I'm trying to charge it, but it doesn't seem to be working, so whatever. What do the little fridges for? You mean these ones? All these boxes? That was a promotion that said Seed Company ran this year, and anybody who bought like 45 bags more corn than they did a year ago gets one of those. They shipped them to me to be distributed. So, yeah, that's what they're for. Promotional giveaway. Okay, before my camera dies, because this is important, since only one of you told me how your bracket was doing, my turn. And I think you said you missed 4. Like, that's pretty good. That's not bad. So I have filled out 2. The first one is not straight. Like the one that actually took serious and was like, I'm gonna try. Let's see, I've got 110 points out of 160 possible. So that means I missed 5 games. It's not horrible, but it's not good. My second bracket, however, I'm kind of killing it. You see that one? 150 points. I missed 1 game yesterday. 99.9 percentile. I ranked 2,618th in ESPN's tournament bracket challenge thing. And that 2,000 doesn't sound good until you realize that they had over 22 million brackets. And I am killing it. Shut down. Shut down. On the last box. We gotta open that up and clean it out. So I just want you to see this. And I know Marquette's not gonna win it, so this bracket's gonna fall apart. But after day one, I did really, really well. And, well, let's see. Who did I pick here? Oh, I picked FAU. Dang, they're losing. Come on now. Come on, FAU. I picked UAB in that one. This is the one that I missed yesterday. What else do we got here? Baylor. Yep, I should get that one. Anything on this side? Not right now. Yeah, we might fall apart real fast here. I think in my other bracket I picked Northwestern. It's fine. Who cares? It's fine. But it's cool to be at the top of the leaderboard for a night. Okay. We're doing a clean out because we're switching varieties. This has got to run. Pretty obvious when it gets cleaned out, it stops rattling. My relatives in Kentucky are not happy with their early exit. I picked that one. I did pick that one. Do the beans need to stay warm after treated at your customer's farm? Thanks. No, they do not. The beans need to be warm to accept the treatment and for it to dry properly. But once it is dry, they can be outside, they can be cool, they can whatever. I have not used any of the inoculants yet, the biological stuff, but even that, it doesn't really matter. It just needs to be planted within 120 days of when it's put on the seed. So yeah, they can get cold, it's fine. Started today, 71.5% on ESPN. Max points I can get is 1850. I think that's where my number one bracket is. 71.5, yeah, 110 points. Max points, my max, 1850. Yep, we're the same. And I also picked Purdue in that one. Why do you treat beans but not the corn? Stan talked about this a few minutes ago, so I'm going to give you the abbreviated version. You can go back and watch it if you want, but essentially the corn all comes to us pre-treated. It is a much higher value crop. We don't want to damage the germ. We don't want to overhandle it. It's easier to make mistakes and screw up a lot of dollars in a hurry with corn, and not as much corn is sold in boxes as it is in bags, and so it just doesn't make sense. What's your favorite tractor on the farm? Well, I mean I have lots of favorite tractors, right? And the 8RX is a pretty nice tractor. Are we out? Yeah, we're out. I need 4 boxes of 2292s, this first row. So yeah, the 8RX is a pretty awesome tractor, right? I like that one a lot. I am a big fan of the 8R, that 8335R. Like, that tractor is just so smooth, and I love that tractor. But the 4020 will be here longer than both of them and will never leave. So, you know, that one's probably my favorite. Don't think there's a bacteria that's symbiotic with grasses. Oh yeah, well, as far as inoculant and stuff, so we're putting on fungicide and insecticide on the soybeans right now. It's not a bacteria, but you would be correct. You're not going to inoculate corn because soybeans are a legume. So you put the bacteria on there, the Bradyrhizobium, because they are what have that symbiotic relationship with the soybeans. They colonize the roots and they form fixed atmospheric nitrogen, making it plant available to the soybeans. The soybeans in turn give the bacteria sugar and nutrients to live, and that's how it works. How much is a sleeve of Dr. Pepper in your area? Wow, you called it a sleeve. I have no idea. I don't really buy it. Either my wife buys it for me when she makes the Walmart order, or Brock brings it to me, and usually comes in a case, not a 12-pack. We get the 24-pack usually. So okay, how are we doing? Where did you get the music for your intro video? The YouTube music library. It's where all the music comes from on my channel. Since you've got all this driving time now, any thoughts of doing your agronomic talks while driving? Just an idea for some content. I mean, hadn't thought about that. I suppose that's an idea. What I should be doing is studying for drone pilot license testing and that kind of stuff when I'm driving, but listening to their stuff, I don't know. Yeah, we could do that. Some kind of talk about something. You have to give me some topic ideas. Tell me what you want to know about. Okay, Brock's getting some boxes out for us. Since my phone or my camera's not charging anyway. Yeah, we're down to 31%. We might as well just carry you guys over here. Brock likes to put these boxes so close together that we can't get the lids off. Why do you do that?
Oh, I don't think it's close.
Oh, it's over here.
I'm the one who usually takes the lids off.
I know, I thought you would learn the last time you did it, but you didn't. So now I'm pointing it out to you. You see this?
Yeah, that is a little close.
You're not sliding that box. Just barely.
Got it.
Enough room.
See, I knew what I was doing.
There you go. We got 4 boxes of this next variety. Oh, we're really peeling the rows back now. This is good. We'll do these 4 and then we'll see where we're at from there. This gives me all that I need to finish 2 customers' deliveries up. Well, I shouldn't say that. Finish 1 and finish the beans for another one. And he was the other guy that he still got some corn, but he was gonna his corn order some or something. I don't know. He told me I couldn't bring it yet, so it's fine. He had basically 2 full loads of beans as it was. Just make it a bit harder when I have to hold you. See, and he didn't back forklift us. 19. Oh, what did you do, Brock?
Yeah, I know.
Give me. Can't do it, bro. No, Brock! Do y'all just see him break the box? Did you see him break it?
Popped them before, they were like that.
Not like that. Not from that side. You haven't. No, you got to do it like this. You got to lift the far side up and pop it out. You got to teach him everything, I tell you. Let's see.
Yeah.
So $100 box lid. You work for free today, Brock. Oh, I know. You're not allowed to do that. Employers. You got your opener on there? Okay, what lot number do we got? 416. Have I treated any of these yet? I don't know that I have. I had some that were 417. It's close. Seed editing. $22.92s. Nope, 417. We gotta add this number. GH2292 E3 416. Read me the lot number there, will you?
Last order,
All of it.
19093417.
Seed size? $25.75. Save. Set up. Okay, we're ready to go. Get that box out there and dump it. All right, let's see. This is going to be batch number 24. Also done on 3/22 of 24. GH2292 E3 2575. Pretty sure that's what you just told me. Okay. doesn't stay. Sometimes this box opener, when you're trying to close it, it's pulling, and it, instead of pushing the lid in, or the door in, the gate, it pulls the base out of the box. It's fine, no big deal. Alright, so let's get this one started. Start. All good. Do you think grain prices are going to be lower for the next few years? If they lower, maybe. I think there'll be some opportunities and some rallies in the market at some point. To think we're going to go to $6 corn and $14 beans anytime soon, nah, that's not going to happen. You know, is $12 beans a possibility? Sure. Is $5 corn? Yeah, maybe. $4.50, yeah. $5, maybe. I wouldn't rule it out, but it would be upside. But I also think the downside risk is too much there. I don't think it's going to go a lot lower than what it is now. 60-30 would be awesome to have. Yeah. Do you have plans from the eclipse? You're 30 minutes or so away from the path of totality. Yeah, we're probably a little more than 30 minutes. But our farm in Berkey is just outside it. Like, I saw a map where I can zoom way in, and we literally missed it by a mile. One of the farms that we have down there is in it, and the rest not. And so I had thoughts of, do we just go there and hang out? Or I have some family that's south of there, about 10 miles or so, that would be in totality. So I might call them and see if we can go there. I'm kind of waiting for a weather forecast to see if it's going to be sunny or not that day, or, you know, cloudy. If it's cloudy, that kind of limits the effect of it. If it's going to be clear and we're going to be able to see it, we'll go check it out. I think we can get some halfway decent video out of it. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm kind of excited for it. Did your dad get the overhead crane working? He did. It works. He's a heck of a good job with that. Alright. Get my box opener tool before Brock drops it in the box. Are you watching yourself? Yeah. He's listening to all the bad things I'm saying about him. This pile has shrunk drastically. Look at that. That's awesome. Oh, man. This one over here, though, that's okay. So I think this row, we're going to try and get out of here in the morning. I'm going to text the guy this afternoon and say, hey, can I bring them up tomorrow morning? Get those 5 boxes plus 3 of these boxes that we treated. So that'd be a good load to get out. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. It's going really well, actually. The whole seed treating, warehousing, storing process, everything. It's going well. Okay. Did you hear anything on the Farmall engine block? I have not. I would call me, but he did. So, probably going to have to call him at some point. It's not a priority anymore. Won't be doing anything with it until next winter. And now that I see how far behind I am on my other farm stuff, I probably shouldn't have put as much time into that this winter as I did, but whatever, it's fine. No big deal. What I need to be working on is prescription maps and stuff on the computer. We'll get there. Monday next week, actually looks like it's going to be halfway decent weather day at this point. Earlier in the week they were calling for rain on Monday, and so the guy that owns the truck that I am using for delivering all the seed, I had been talking to him, and he was asking me if it needed an oil change, and I said, well, it doesn't really yet according to the computer, but it's been this many miles. He said, let me know when you're not going to be using it and I'll get it scheduled. So, and earlier this week it looked like 3 days of rain the first part of the week, and I said that'd be a good time, and so he's got it scheduled for an oil change on Monday. So we're not going to be able to deliver anything, so that's good. I mean, it's not good, but it's fine. So we're not going to have the truck, so we can do some other stuff. We may try and get a bunch of mapping done with the gator. If the ground happens to be dry enough, maybe we'll try and do some field work. We may top dress some wheat. We may spread some clover seed. We may do a lot of things, but we should have something fairly exciting going on Monday. We went to the last eclipse, 140 miles, totally worth going. Your boys are old enough to really remember it. Yeah, they are. The problem, part of the problem, not really, but they get out of school at like 1:30 that day, and the eclipse happens here around 3:30. So we'd have time to get there for totality. I don't know if it's going to be sunny. I don't know if it would be worth being there early to set up a time lapse and be able to film it, if I'd be able to see it in a time lapse from a GoPro or not. But yeah, we'll go check it out. Any update on when the 360 Rain Traveler is coming? No, not really. I think my salespeople are a little frustrated with me because I don't have the base station mounted yet, but I don't know what my water source is yet. And I wish I could hear back from the well driller, but we got our permit. We needed a permit for the mission, and I got that secured, so they can drill it anytime. I just don't know when that's going to happen. But hopefully soon. I did see online that one of the other guys that ordered his got it delivered this week, so I know they're shipping them. Hopefully soon. Ideas for some chats: cover crops, tillage, biologicals, hybrid variety selection, trend of earlier dates. Yeah. Is the planner project sponsored, hence top secret? It is not sponsored as far as YouTube goes. It is pre-release test products. So if you guys watch Brian's farming videos, a couple of years ago he tested a combine that he couldn't show. He tested a strip till bar that he couldn't show. Several things like that. It's essentially like that. The company has reached out to me asking if I would be willing to use their attachments on the planter in order to test them and give them some feedback. And I agreed to it, but part of that is that it cannot be shown on YouTube, or I can't show it. So, unfortunately, that's the way it's going to be. Have you seen those light kits for planters and sprayers that are a light bar down the whole frame? They look cool, but I don't know the cost. Have you seen them or have an opinion? I've seen the ones advertised on Facebook that I'm not sure I trust that as a legitimate company. But Deere does have a planter light upgrade kit and some other stuff that do look really cool. The question is, why? And do I need it? I don't know. I don't know how necessary it is. But yeah, it would be cool. Well permitting in Michigan, easy or complicated? It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So we don't need a county health department permit for a commercial well. If it was a Hollywood, this is not that. So since it's not, we just have to get a withdrawal use permit from the state. They call it Eagle in Michigan. I don't know, it's dumb. But essentially you have to go online, fill out their water assessment tool, and then they tell you whether or not they think that you're going to have an adverse effect on surface waters. And we're in a watershed that's classified as a warm stream with all this different fish species living in it. And so when I filled it out, they said, oh, we got to do a site review on this or whatever. Well, they called me this week, asked me the same questions that were in the online tool, and they said, yep, you passed, no problem. And so they sent the letter. So I don't know, we're good. It was not hard, just had to fill it out. Let's see. We're watching basketball here. Northwestern Florida Atlantic game is a 2-point game with 2:44 left to go. If we go to the perfect bracket tracker, 1 point more than that. So there are 1,825 perfect brackets after day one. Mine's not perfect. There are 999 brackets at risk if Northwestern loses. The perfect brackets. So I'll move up a little bit. Okay. Any reason other than money you didn't keep your traveler for the field on the other side of the river to be able to irrigate the cornfield each year with rotation? Yeah, it's too much friggin' work. I mean, no, that's legitimately the reason why I didn't want. That's why we bought the 360 drain, because I did not want to put the effort into running that irrigation anymore. At one point this fall, we decided we weren't going to buy this year. We were going to wait another year, and the thought of using the Traveler another year was just so daunting to me that I'm just like, no, I can't do it. We're going to buy this. I am not going to babysit the Traveler and do it. It's either we buy it or we don't irrigate, and yeah, I just didn't want to do the work anymore. Why is corn predominantly sold in bags? Much more handling, more waste to deal with. Because it plants so much more. So a box of beans is 40 units, 140,000 seed count units, right? That will plant, depending on your planting rate, about 40 acres, 36 to 40 acres usually. A box of corn in our boxes is 45 units, and a bag of corn or a unit of corn will plant 2.5 acres. So a box of corn would plant somewhere around 115. And so you have to be able to commit a lot more acres to one variety or one hybrid of corn in order to buy it in boxes. And most farmers don't plant that much corn or that many acres to one variety. Like, I sell a lot of 12, 24 bag lots. And so, you know, to buy 45 unit lots of corn is a lot for a lot of people. So that's why. Plus, a lot of guys don't have the handling, the ability to get it out of those boxes. You got to have a seed tender. We have two. We have one for beans and one for corn. If you only have one, you're going to use it for beans because of the volume that you're going through. So that's why. My team USU is playing this afternoon. Who in the heck is USU? After 2 full years with the 8RX likes, what thing would you change with that tractor? Yeah, I can probably answer that sometime when I'm in the tractor better. Ask me that in the spring planting live stream. What are you drilling? 12-inch well? You would definitely be good for the planter projects. Pay attention to details on that. No, we actually, one of the advantages to this 360 rain system is that we don't need that much water. We only need about 220 gallons a minute. And so we can get by with an 8-inch well easily. We could probably do it with a 6, but we're gonna do it with an 8, I think, if we ever get a well driller. All right, we got one more box of this variety to do. That might be all we do today, I don't know. I've got 7 more boxes that we could treat, but none of them are critical. In other words, they're that I haven't actually talked to yet to know that they will take it. I think they'll start taking stuff next week, but I have not confirmed that, so if we don't get them all treated right now, it's not the end of the world. This is lot number, or batch number 24. 2292 Apex. Okay. Let's go pull a sample from the last ones that we did. It's number 23. 58.56 FAU. 35 seconds left. Oh, I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna get it. What a deal. Bracket's getting better. Last one here. Utah State. Yeah, didn't know that one.